Good evening and welcome to Collectables. My name is Liam, and in today's episode we're going to be taking a look at the following. Since I was very young, I've always been a massive fan of new Captain Scarlet. That's what I grew up with, so I wasn't really into the puppets, the actual original Captain Scarlet. So thus the CGI one, and thus these videos. These are based on new Captain Scarlet, which was released around 2005. Now, in this video, we're going to take a look at the 4 mini vehicle sets that are available to purchase, which go along nicely with Skybase, which I've also done a video on, which is linked in the video description. You can check that out if you'd like to. We'll take a look at each set. We'll go through each one, and then at the end we'll link them with, we'll combine them with Skybase and see how they all fit together and how they look. So what we'll do is we'll start. For some reason, these ones are called set 2 and 3, but these ones are not. So for the purposes of this video, mini vehicle sets 1, 2, 3 and 4. So we'll start the video by taking a look at the first set. So in set number 1, this includes 3 vehicles like most of the sets tend to do. It's got 2 priming buttons, so we'll kick off with starting with them. So that came from the Falcon Interceptor, and that came from the Vampire Fighter Jet. Yes, 3 vehicles. We've got 2 planes. One is the Vampire Falcon. Sorry, one is the Vampire Jet, and one is the Falcon Jet. And then we've got the rescue truck on the far left there. We've got Fred, which is the name of the robot. So in the show, you see Fred at the side of Skybase on the runway, you know, signaling the angels to take off. He'll be doing things like this and like winding up the engines. And then when they're all ready to take off, he'll be kind of giving the instruction to take off. That's the front. To the front, you've got mini vehicles. That's on all 4 of these sets with the Bandai logo at the top left, and it's got a reference number, which is 96041. And you've got Captain Scarlet in the right hand side there. On the top of the box, it's just got a kind of a graphic from the show to show what's actually included. And then, as it says there, the Falcon and Vampire both require batteries, which are nothing complicated. These ones, which are LR44. So, yeah, not too bad. To be fair, I tried the batteries, and these batteries still work 20 years later. No, they didn't. So, yeah, I've changed all the batteries in all 4 of these sets, so you can see what the sound effects sound like. Sounds good, doesn't it? Sound, right. On side of the box, it's just promoting another mini vehicle set, which is what we'll look at shortly. On the other side, you've got Skybase, which a lot of these are designed to go with Skybase. Well, all of them are designed to go with Skybase, so of course it's going to promote it. On the bottom, just your usual barcode stuff. Nothing really to mention there. And then on the back, you've got a little bit of blurb, a little bit about the new Captain Scarlet show. I did read that out on my last video about Skybase itself, so I'm not going to read it out for each one of these. And then on the left, it just shows the different vehicles that are included, which I mentioned already. And then the top right there, telling you that Skybase is sold separately. Bottom right, Granada, CITV, and the Spectrum logo. So what we'll do, we'll go straight ahead and get this unboxed, and we'll take a look closer at the actual vehicles. So it's got like a plastic sort of inlay. Very careful because it's. Sorry about the noise. So straight away, we've got 2 figures. We've got Fred, and we've got Destiny. try and get them stand. It's not like trying to get Lego figures to stand up. Let's pop them. What I'll do is, to make it easier for you guys, I'm going to pop them on top of the box. And I'll do that each time. And then you've got a set of instructions there, just showing you where the batteries go, things like that. And then you've got the actual vehicle themselves, which will got like a plastic film over the top, like a plastic kind of outline. And then you've got your 3 vehicles, which we'll get out now one by one. So, sorry about the noise. If you're wearing headphones, I do apologise. So, I'll get all 3 out and then we'll look at them. So, put that to one side. So in this set, you've got the rescue truck, the Angel, Falcon, and the Vampire Jet. So just the rescue truck, pretty much like the show itself. They're trucks that go to rescue, and you do see them in a scene where Destiny's coming into crash land. So you see the rescue truck on its way. So nice little truck there. You've got a Angel with sound effect. This is a slightly different one to the one that's included with Skybase. Skybase one has a detachable escape pod, and that's only included with Skybase, the one with that version. So I'm rattling the table, it's moving Destiny around. But yeah, still a nice Angel there. And you got your Falcon, Vampire Jet, keep getting mixed up, with a sound effect as well. So another nice model there. So there's your 3 vehicles from this set, which is set number 1, which we're calling. So next up, we'll take a look at set number 2. In this set, this is one of my favourites. Now, when I was little, the 2 sets that were available to buy next to Skybase on the shelf wasn't this one. It was set number 1, which we just took a look at, and set number 4, which we'll look at shortly. But this one, although it was my favourite vehicle, still is my favourite vehicle in New Captain Scarlet, which is the Rhino, and also the Albatross. Yeah, I didn't know that was ever available when I was a kid. So, yeah, brilliant. One of my favourites, this one. So, as before, mini vehicles on the bottom left. As the graphic, this one's called Spectrum Micro set number 2. Captain Scarlet on the bottom right. There is a try me button, which is the sound of the Rhino, and we've got Captain below there as well. On the top, just a graphic of what's included as before, with the same batteries as before, which is LR44 for the Rhino itself. And then on the side, it's got a promotion to other mini vehicle sets that are available, which we'll look at in a second. And the other side, again, it's Skybase, which you obviously buy if you're getting these sets, because they kind of all go together. And then, as before, barcode on the bottom. On the back, on the right hand side, on the left hand side, you've got a bit about the new show, Captain Scarlet, a little bit about the description of it, and then you've got the different features. So on this particular model, you can link the Rhino and the Albatross together, and it'll carry the Rhino, which I thought was a brilliant feature. You've got the sound effects there, and it says Skybase is sold separately. So we'll get this unboxed and we'll take a closer look. So, got your instructions. Then you've got the actual best vehicles. Put Captain Blue. Put him up there. Put the albatross and the rhino. Now, this albatross, the amount of detail on this is absolutely brilliant. Fair dues, they've done a really, really good job of this. Now, like I said, I'm a massive fan of the rhino and also the albatross that goes with it. In the show, when you see the albatross, when it's flying across, the engines are in this position. When it's like hovering or coming into land, they're in the vertical position, but you can't tilt them on this. You snap them off. And then likewise, these feet, you can just about see, they wrap up underneath the rhino. Not to hold it, there's like a cage that comes down where the rhino is inside of when it kind of comes out, and the feet wrap underneath it. So they don't move either, but again, it's not the end of the world. That's the albatross. Rhino. This is second rhino we've had. No particular order, second or first, depending on which we're looking at. We've had one from Corgi, which we'll have a look at as well in another video. But yeah, brilliant. So these two kind of link together. So there's no clips or something. It's just got about like, it just kind of wedges in there. And there you go. And then lands, and then flies away. How good is that? Well, I think it's brilliant. Okay, I really do, but I can't get over the amount of detail on that albatross. It's absolutely brilliant. So there's them two. Again, my favourites there. So you've got the albatross, and you've got the rhino, and of course you've got Captain Blue. So next up, we'll take a look at set number 3. In this set, we've got 3 more vehicles, and 2 of them are Spectrum vehicles. One of them is one of the enemies, Captain Black's. So we've got one try me button in this one, which is 2 sound effects in this one, which is basically the sound of the cannon firing. We've got the rhino, and no we haven't. We've got the cheetah, we've got the Drusnik, and we've got the Stallion raid bike with the wings, which we'll come back to in a second. Bottom left, as usual, got mini vehicles set, and this one's set number 3, Captain Scarlet on the right hand side. On the top of the box, it's got kind of a graphical view of what's included, as before. Side of the box is a promotion to what other vehicle sets you can buy. And we've got a Skybase on that side, which of course you can purchase. On the back, got a couple of features. There is some features to discuss. So on the left hand side, you've got, as usual, the blurb about new Captain Scarlet, what it's about, a little bit about the show. Bottom right, you've got Granada, CITV and Spectrum logos. And then this has got a reference number as well, which is reference number 96044. And it's got the Drusnik, Captain Black, Stallion raid bike, cheetah, and the wings on the Stallion raid bike can actually clip off like they do in the show, where, you know, in one scene where he's coming down from Skybase, I think he's on his way to Colonel White's house, he lands, and then the wings, no it isn't, it's actually Colonel White himself. Yeah, Colonel White is driving the Stallion raid bike from Skybase. As it's coming into land, the wings, off they go. Not sure what happens after that, but there we are. So we'll get it unboxed and we'll take a closer look. So, as usual, you got your big instructions. Put them over there for a second. And then you've got your mini vehicles. Sure. Drusnik, the cheetah, and you've got your Stallion raid bike And finally we've got Captain Black, put up there. So straight away we're going to start the Drusnik, because the amount of detail on this, just like the albatross we just looked at, is absolutely brilliant. They've done a really good job of weathering this up. It's like, most of the time you see this, it's in snow and it's like all greased up and it's like dirty. There's the cannon. But yeah, absolutely brilliant. Really, really nice. Got the cheetah. Nice little detail there, all around it. Spectrum logo on the side there. Brilliant. And then you've got the Stallion raid bike. So as mentioned, comes from Skybase. Down it comes. When it lands on the road, straight along, the wings just simply fly away. And then you've got your Stallion raid bike itself, just on its own like that. So that's brilliant. A lot of detail in there as well. Really nice. All super futuristic vehicles. And I believe this new Cap Scarlet is based around 2425. So not too far away really from where we are now, considering 2024 as of this video. So I'll put that back on there. And of course you've got Captain Black. Next up, we'll take a look at the final mini vehicle set number 4. And finally, we've got set number 4. In this set, we've got 3 vehicles as usual, apart from set number 2, where it's got just the Albatross and Rhino. We've got 3 vehicles and 1 minifigure. So we've got the Swift passenger jet. We've got the cheetah again, but the reason is this time is because the wings are folded out. So there is a scene in New Captain Scarlet where he's in a chase, and I think it's on a dual carriageway or motorway or something, and has to, instead of bothering to go around all the junction, he flies and speeds up the process. So it's quite useful. Another scene where he's trying to catch up the plane. So the wings are used now and then throughout the show. And then we've got the Hummingbird, lovely helicopter, really nice. And we've got Captain Scarlet, of course. So on the box, mini vehicles in the bottom left as usual, with Spectrum micro set in the bottom right with no number. That's why we're going to call it number 4, because it's not mentioned. Might be maybe a US release or a different country release where it's got the numbers, I'm not sure. I've got the Try Me as well, which is the noise of where it takes off. I've got Bandai on the top left with a reference number as well, which is reference number 96042. All the reference numbers are going to be on the screen as we go through each set. On the top of the box, you've got kind of a screenshot of which vehicles are included. On the side, you've got Skybase as usual. On the other side, you've got a promotion to other mini vehicle sets, so to make sure you buy them all. On the bottom, just like the first set and all the other sets, just barcode, nothing important to talk about there. And then on the back of the box, you've got the usual, which is the blurb on the left of what New Captain Scarlet is all about. And then you've got your 3 vehicles and the features. Oh, actually missed one. Sorry, there was 2 Try Me buttons. So, yeah, it's 2 Try Me buttons. That was a helicopter. That was a Hummingbird, a cheetah, Swift, Captain Scarlet, and of course on the top right there it's telling you to buy Skybase. So, and then the bottom right you've got Granada, CITV, and Spectrum logos. So without any delay, we'll get it unboxed and we'll take a closer look at the actual models. So there's your instructions as usual. Just tells you to change the batteries, things like that. And there's your 3 vehicles. So we'll get each one out. Oh, sorry about the noise. Then you've got the Hummingbird. And then you've got the Swift. And of course, you've got Captain Scarlet, which I'll just pop him up there. That didn't sound good, did it? Oh well. And then you get 3 vehicles. So start with the Hummingbird, really nice model list. You can get this, as with a couple of these vehicles, scaled up. So with the Hummingbird, you've got it as minifigure scale. So the figures are about that tall. And likewise the Rhino, the Cheetah, and the Stallion Raid Bike, which we will cover in another video. That will be linked in the video description when that is available, so make sure you are subscribed. So they've got the Hummingbird, which has got its sound effects and a bit of detail as you go around, including the Spectrum logo on the side there. That's quite nice. Then you've got the Cheetah itself with the wings deployed. As mentioned earlier, this is the scene where it kind of was essentially flying over, whether it's a dual carriageway, a motorway, over a tractor, whatever it is, it's doing it, or catching up to a plane. And then you've got the Swift, really modern looking plane. So there's that one. And that's your 3 vehicles for this mini vehicle set. That's all 4 sets we've just looked at now. What we'll do, we'll bring them all together so you can see what they all look like. And here they are. As you can see, there's quite a lot of vehicles you can get from Bandai for new Captain Scarlet, and all of these are designed to work with Deluxe Skybase. Speaking of Skybase, you can, as well as all this lot we've just looked at, you can also pick up this, which is Skybase itself. So I have done as mentioned earlier, I've done an in-depth video review on this. Links in the video description if you can check that out. But what we'll do now is we'll take this lot and we'll combine it with Skybase. So let's put that over there. And I will grab Skybase. Spin it around. So what we'll do, not all of these are designed to fit in Skybase, so they're not all going to go in there, but I'll show you a couple of features and how you'd use them with Skybase. So, in no particular order, the Swift. So the Swift usually takes off. Well, to be fair, it takes off on the main runways, like so. Whereas the ones with the turntables are usually reserved for Falcon Interceptors. I think I've seen it take off on the crossroads as well, cross runways, number 3 and 4. So I'll just put the Swift in the centre for the moment. In terms of the Rhinos, Cheetahs, I always wondered what to do with these two, because you've got one with wings up, one with the wing down. It's a shame they didn't make one which had the wings that fold up, like the Corgi version, which that's a separate video coming soon. So, decide them in a minute. Before we jump into any more vehicles, all the figures, sorry about that, can all go in central control. I'm going to put Fred outside. He's not allowed to be inside. Sorry. I'll even put Captain Black in there. Yeah, let's just, he popped over for coffee, maybe. Maybe not. I'm going to put the Falcon and the Druzhnik to one side because they're not going to go in there. I'm going to put the rescue vehicle in the centre for the moment. Let's go. Just have a listen this side up. So the idea is, on this side, you've got tons of space to store your vehicles. So, Hummingbird, Angel. Technically, you could store the Angel on the other side, on the track, next to the other Angels. So I might do that actually. So we'll do that in a second. Hummingbird. Albatross. Just put the Albatross there. Rhino, let's use that cheetah, that raid bike, and yeah, I'll put the Swift jet in there as well. There we go. Let's clip that down. Just open this side, and I'll put the other one on there. I will show you some close-ups in a second so you can see what I'm actually doing. And then we'll just pop the rescue there for a moment. And then I'm just going to put this one to one side for now, because they're not really included on this at the moment. But yeah, they're all stored in there, nice and safe. And that's about it, as simple as that really. And you know, you want to grab a vehicle, then you know you've got your albatross here, and you can grab your Rhino, clip away, and off you go. Obviously, not obviously, you don't know about it if you haven't seen it. In this video, I did of Skybase. I showed you off all the features, and one of them is a kind of compartment at the bottom of Skybase where the albatross kind of comes out of in the show. So you could, by all means, pretend you're in there, and then off you go. A lot of play functions there. And also when you are storing the albatross, because obviously the Rhino is below it, you can store it below it because it's not taking up any extra space, so it allows more space for other things. And then obviously, as the review previously, you can use tons of standard features which are on Skybase, which is obviously in that separate video. You've got your rescue vehicle there, which, ooh, careful, they dropped it then. Yeah, comes to the end of the runway to help Destiny when she crash lands. So lots of features, lots of playability with all of this. So you've got Skybase, try and get hold of those 4 mini vehicles. Yeah, that's about it for combining them. When you're transporting this, or when you're storing it, just try not to shake it too much because they're not fixed to anything, so they just go to one end. So just be a bit careful. So, that's them all combined. So a lot of mini vehicles to buy, and some better than others, and some favourites of mine. So that's that. And I also forgot to mention, if you do want to watch New Captain Scarlet, you can check it out not only on Amazon Prime, Apple TV, I'm aware. In the UK, that's the 2 services that are currently hosting it, as well as Blu-ray. And a bunch of DVDs that have been released over the years as well, which you can check out on eBay. I think this is still on Amazon, so you can go and check this out. And yeah, basically they found all the old tapes and they basically remastered them a little bit. So yeah, definitely worth picking this up if you want the full quality. But as mentioned, it is on Apple TV and it is on Amazon Prime as well for you to pick up as well. So yeah, if you haven't seen the show, if you've only seen the original, as in the puppet version, and you've not seen any of this, then definitely give it a watch if you're a fan of anything Gerry Anson's done, Thunderbirds or Captain Scarlet for that matter. So definitely give it a watch. So yeah, just thought I'd get that mention. So that's about it for this video. I do hope you've enjoyed the video. If you did like it, then make sure you hit the like button below. Remember that if you do want to check this out, I have done a video on this, so that is linked in the video description. We've got more Captain Scarlet stuff coming up, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss them, as well as other Thunderbird videos we've done as well, same sort of themes, so check those out if you are interested. As mentioned, you want to get hold of any of these, then eBay is going to be your best bet, and some sets are more valuable than others, so just keep an eye out. If you've got any questions about any of this at all, or would like to see more of something specific, then let me know in those comments down below. As usual, you can check out the socials, they're linked in the video description as usual. And yeah, in the meantime, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you soon. See ya.